When I first started investing in 2022, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. The only thing I could think of was if I start investing, I'll be a millionaire, I'll start driving all these luxurious cars, I'll start living in a luxurious neighborhood. What I didn't know was that investing is a journey that you need to accept and open your heart to learn every single day. And on top of that, I used to think that investing was only made for the wealthy people. I did not know that people like me had a chance to also build wealth in the stock market until I got scammed. That's when it dawned on me and I started researching about legitimate ways to invest, and I stumbled upon a video just like this one, which was breaking down how to invest for beginners. I watched that video up to the end and I got some insight, and from that day I made a decision and never looked back. If you're new here, hey, my name is Rehema. I am so passionate about financial literacy, and because of that, I created this channel to make the financial world so simple for people like me to understand and also have a chance to invest so they can grow their money. So if this is the type of content that interests you, make sure you give me a like, a comment, and most importantly, join the family by subscribing and sharing to other people who have interest in this type of content. Now, before you start investing in the stock market, you need to ask yourself, why am I investing? Why do I choose to start investing now? Asking yourself this question will give you a chance to understand if you want to invest for short-term purposes or for long-term purposes. Now, before I go further, I want to define what is investing. And investing is simply putting money into assets for the purpose of growing wealth. Now, when it comes to stock market, there are so many assets that you can put your money in for it to generate income for you. For example, ETFs, individual stocks, we have bonds, we have mutual funds, and finally we have REITs. Now, there are other types of investment like options, future, forex, and many others, but those type of investment needs you to be knowledgeable and experienced, because if you don't really take your time to learn about those type of investments, you're gonna end up, or you're gonna risk losing all your money. Now, before you put your money in the stock market, here are some of the things that you must do for your investment to grow safely and steadily, because you don't want to sell your stocks or your shares prematurely simply because you need money to sort some problems urgently. Okay, so number one, make sure you've paid all your debt. For example, if you have car loans or student loans or credit card loans, payday loans, make sure you clear those loans first before starting before investing. Or if at least you can afford to pay the minimum payment monthly, that's well and good. Another thing that you must ensure you have is an emergency fund. Make sure you have money set aside for you to fall on whenever you have an emergency. Okay, and lastly, start with a small amount and test it and feel if this is for you or it's not for you. You don't have to start with millions of dollars or thousands of dollars. I started with $20, and one of these days I'm gonna do a video sharing with you guys my portfolio and how it has grown over the course of 3 years. When you want to start investing in the stock market, the step number one that you should do is to open a brokerage account. You might be asking yourself, what is a brokerage account? A brokerage account is a place where these companies list their shares for the public to go and purchase. Okay, companies list their shares on stock exchanges. For example, stock exchanges like the Toronto Stock Exchange, we have the New York Stock Exchange, we have the London, the Tokyo, the Nasdaq, and so many other stock exchanges. So the companies will list their shares on stock exchanges, and then a broker will allow the public to access those shares. Okay, so step number one, make sure you have a brokerage account. You can use different platforms like Momo, Robinhood, Webull, TD Investing, Wealthsimple, Questrade, Charles Schwab's. All these are brokerage platforms that you can open a safe and a secured account. Okay, now one of the questions that most people normally ask me is, Rehema, which is the best account to open on those brokerage platforms? Like I said earlier, you need to know your investing goals. Are you investing for the long term, or are you investing for the short term? For example, if you're investing for the long term, I will assume you're investing for your retirement, right? So if you want to open an account, I will advise you to open a retirement account. For those who are in the US, you have a 401k, you have a Roth IRA, we have the traditional IRA. All these are tax advantage accounts. For those living in Canada, we have RESP, we have RRSP, TFSA, FHSA. all these are accounts that you can start with in the brokerage platforms. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand anything about these types of account. I'm going to also do another video talking about this account, differentiate them into details, and what are some of the advantages that you can get while holding your investment in these types of accounts. Now, after opening an account on your brokerage platform and picking which tax advantage account that suits your investing goal, the next step is to now deposit funds into that account. Okay, now you might be asking yourself, how do I transfer money from my bank to my brokerage account? Don't worry, I'm also going to do another detailed video showing you guys how you can transfer your money from the bank to the brokerage account. So you might consider subscribing to this channel if this is the type of content that you're interested in. After depositing your funds, the next step is to choose your investment. You can choose from a variety of investment like ETF, individual stocks, bonds, REITs, mutual funds. All these are investments. You just need to pick the one that suits your investment goal. Now I'm going to give you guys the tip that worked for me, and this tip is automation. For example, I use Wealthsimple to invest, and sometimes I get busy and I don't really remember to transfer money from my bank to my brokerage account or to purchase those investments. So I have set it in my investment whereby at a particular date my brokerage will transfer money from my bank straight to my brokerage, and then it will also purchase the investment that I've chosen for it to purchase for me. So in that case, I don't really check my investment most oftenly. I do checkups like after 3 months or after 2 months. I'll go and see how my investments are doing. But any other days, everything is being done automatically by my brokerage platform. Okay guys, so I also figured that I need to tell you guys some of the mistakes that I did so you guys can avoid the same mistakes. I need your journey to be so smooth. That's why I'm here to tell you guys all the mistakes that I made while starting my investing journey. Number one mistake that I made was freaking out during the dip. Now, in the stock market, there is a time where the markets are bearish. So bearish means the market are going down. So maybe the stock prices are going down. For example, if a stock was $400 and now it's going to maybe 300 or 200, I used to freak out. I used to be scared. And by that time, I would sell all my stocks. I didn't know that that is the time that you're supposed to buy even more shares. So that is the main mistake that I made, being freaked out during the dip. I did not know, guys. I thought maybe I was losing all my money. I didn't know that the stock market was gonna bounce back. Okay, so after really doing these mistakes and doing so many research, I found out that during the dip is the best time for you to buy because it's basically on sale. So that is the time where most of the stocks are on sale, and this is the time you're supposed to buy even more and more shares. Just like in real life, when you go to a store, you're going to buy clothes and you find the clothes on sale, you'll be tempted to buy even more clothes, right? Yeah, so use the same analogy in the stock market. When you see that the shares are going down, that is your best time to buy more and more shares. Okay, but anyway, I bought them back, and right now when I see that dip, that's when I run and buy more shares. Okay, another mistake was I was ignoring fees. I switched to Wealthsimple because Wealthsimple is commission free, so you don't have to pay any charges or any commission. You can do all the trade, you can buy all the shares, all the stocks that you need for free. You don't have to pay anything. Consider the fees, because in the long term, and maybe when your money grows and grows, the fees really builds up and becomes something big. So if you want to start investing, consider going with the brokerage platforms that don't really ask for a lot of commission fee, because that money builds up when your investments start growing. Okay, another mistake that I made, I was not diversifying. I just picked one stock and put all my money in that share, but I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to diversify my portfolio, and that is combining ETFs, individual stocks, REITs, mutual funds. Combine different types of investments so that when one is going down, the other one can come and stand out for you. Okay, in simple terms, it means do not put all your eggs in one basket. So if that basket falls, all your eggs will break. Okay, so make sure you put your eggs in different baskets, so if one basket falls, the other one will not be affected. Okay, now for those who are investing for the long term, here is the best tip for you to make the most out of the stock markets. The only strategy that you can use is to use what we call dollar cost averaging, which means you invest a fixed amount of money every single month for the period of time that you want to invest in. For example, if you choose maybe to invest $200 every month, you can do that every month, $200 for maybe 10 years. By that, you'll be using what we call dollar cost averaging. Now, here are some tools and resources that you can start with in your investing journey, okay? For those who are in Canada, you can start with Wealthsimple. It's a beginner-friendly app that is so easy to navigate. The interface is really so perfect for beginners. You know, it's not complicated, easy to open an account, easy to look for stocks, easy to look for mutual funds, easy to look for ETF. If you're really serious about starting your investing journey and you live in Canada, then make sure you check out Wealthsimple. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So if you're interested, make sure you click the link and open your account. You can get your first $25 for free, so you can buy your first shares of any companies that you want. Okay. And for those who live in the US, I think Fidelity is the best option. I've helped so many people open an account with Fidelity, and there's never been any problem when helping those people to open an account. So I don't live in the US, so just make sure you go to the App Store or whichever phone, maybe Google Store, depends on the phone that you are using, and search for Fidelity. You'll be able to download the app, or you can go on the web and open an account there and start your investing journey. And remember guys, today is the youngest you will ever be, so don't wait, start now. Now is the best time for you to start investing in the stock market. If you wait for 5 years, 10 years to pass, you will start saying, I wish I started earlier. And I don't want that for you. That's why I'm telling you the best time to start is now. So take that leap of faith and start your investing journey. I promise you, you will never ever look back. You will thank yourself for starting your journey this now. Okay? Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming to watch this video. If you learned something or if you got any values from this video, please subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, comment. It helps so much for the algorithm to know that this video is helping people, or you can even share to people who are interested in this type of content. I'll truly appreciate, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.